Hey guys, look what we got today. Finally got it in the mail, and it came. This is the UMX PITTS S-1S. This is an ultra micro biplane. Really nice. So we're going to do a little unboxing here and radio transmitter setup. And this week we're going to get it out and fly because I love flying my UMX planes. So let's take a look inside here. Save your box. Could be a great little carrying case for you. And really neat. Look at that. Look at that. I love all my UMX planes. They are awesome. They are so easy to fly. You get them up in minutes. Let's take it out of the box. There's nothing much to do. There's no assembly or anything. So it's all pre-assembled. On the bottom of the box, you're going to find your manual. I already opened it up and I was reading it a little bit. Very simple transmitter setup, and we'll show you that here very shortly. Okay, there is the UMX PITTS S-1S Ultra Micro UMX. Really nice. Looks great. This has AS3X and Safe Select. Not a whole hell of a lot to do with it. Got a very nice little prop. Got your man inside there. Looking nice. Look at, they even put the struts on this one here. Really nice. Cool. Little servos for your ailerons, rudder, and elevator. Alright. Inside here is where our battery goes. Let's pop that off. Real simple. Now, we have a JST connector, and what we're going to be using is a SPEKTRUM 3S 300 mAh 11.1 volt 30C. Look how small this battery is. This is like a chiclet, a piece of gum. Not all that much to it. A tiny battery. You can actually take you can actually take this battery and really small. That's what's going to power it. You probably get about 5 to 6 minutes flight on it. You're going to need to power and charge this is a IC3 to a JST connector. I'll put that in the link below, and that'll hook up to my S2100 smart charger from SPEKTRUM. Next, what we're going to do is we are going to set it up with my NX8, and then we'll bind it. We'll bind it in AS3X and safe. Be right back, and we'll set you up with the radio transmitter setup and binding, and go from there. Okay guys, while our battery is charging, we're going to do a model setup here on the NX8, and we're going to follow the instructions for the UMX PITTS S-1S, and we're just going to open it up right here. We're going to follow the transmitter setup right here. Very simple, won't take us long to do, so let's get right into it. First thing we want to do is we want to turn on our transmitter. That we want to do is hit our scroll key right here, and we are going to scroll down to system setup, and we're going to get out of there. And the next thing is we want to do is model select, and we want to add a new model. Click on that, and we want to change that because the last plane we did was a helicopter, and we want to change that over to a plane. And we're going to hit create. It takes a second, and I back out of there, and we have an acro. Now we want to name that plane. So the next thing is we want to go back all the way down to system setup. Yes, and we want to name the plane. Now we're going to go through the scroll key right here, and we're going to name the plane, so I'll fast forward through that so you don't have to watch that, and we'll be right back. Okay, we got the model named. We're going to back out of there, take it all the way out. Now we're named. Okay, next thing I want to do is I always like to do throttle cut. So we'll go back into here, we'll do throttle cut, and we click down till we highlight inhibit, and we click on there. And we're going to switch on, we're going to do throttle cut on H. Okay, so now that's set. We're gonna back out. Let's test it. Scroll over. Now we have, you see right here, throttle is not moving, and that is on 1, and then you have 0. We'll click it back to 0, and now we have throttle cut up to 100% either way. All right, so put the throttle cut back on. The next thing is we're gonna go down to dual rates and expo, and everything it says in the manual here, set dual rates and expo, dual rates to high, low rates to 70, expo 10% on aileron, elevator, and rudder. Okay, so let's go into that, and we will set that up here next. All right, sinus switch, boom, boom, boom. Got it, switch F. All right, so we come back up here, and high is already set at high rates up is already set at 100. So we want to come down to, we're gonna set expo already on high at 10%. So let's scroll that up to 10%, like it says, boom. All right, so then we're gonna come down to low rates at 70. And let's sit there and go to 70. This is on aileron so far, okay? So we're gonna take that down to 70. And expo at 10. Now that's aileron, okay? So we go back up, high rates, low rates. So next thing is we're gonna come up to ailerons, and then we're gonna go to rudder. And now we have to sign a switch, and that is gonna be on F, boom. And high rates is already set at 100, and we're going to set our expo at 10. All right, so that's set at 10. Then we're going to come down to low rates, and we are going to set that at 70, and we're going to set expo at 10. So then we come up, and like I said, there, see we have high rates and we have low rates, and each expo is set at 10. All right, next thing is we got elevator. Okay, so we got elevator, we have to sign a switch, come down here, click the switch. Next is high rates are already set, so all we have to do is click up there, and we set that to 10, just like it says. All right, come down. We are going to change our rate to low rates to 70, and then we set our expo to 10 like it calls for in the manual. So high rates, low rates, high rates, low rates, and everything is set right there. And that's all we have, is we have an aileron, an elevator, and a rudder, and they are all set. All right, our timer is set 5 minutes. They call in the manual for timer is set at 5 minutes. Set servo travel to 100%, and that is all 100%. Let's back out of there. Next thing here is safety is going to be on A switch. So all we have is safety over here, off and on. We have our throttle cut, and we have our high and low rates right there. Nothing else to do. I want to change that picture to look like a biplane, because this is a biplane. So I'm going to come down here, and I will show you how to do that. We're going to go over to aircraft type. Click on there, come all the way down. We have to change nothing on there or anything whatsoever. And we just scroll down until we get to the picture, and we're going to look for a biplane. There's a biplane. There we go, right there. And we get out of there, go all the way back. Now we change it to a biplane. The next thing is we have to do is bind it up. Okay guys, what we're going to do is we're going to bind up the UMX pit, and we're going to get it bound up to the transmitter. Okay, first thing we're going to do, now we have our battery all charged up. We are going to plug it into the JST connector. Okay. And as you see right inside there, if I can sit there and get that, that is now flashing. And what we're going to do here is we're going to turn on our transmitter. I'm going to pull the transmitter away from the plane, and we're going to click on the scroll key, and we're going to come down to bind. Yes. And then we're going to click over to bind. All right. Configuring. Bind is complete. Solid. See the lights inside? They're solid. Okay. So that is looking good. Okay, how do you know that your safe is on, safe is off? Red is AS3X. Red there. You see inside there, red. And I want you to watch the rudder. You get full throw. Okay. If I put it in safe, and we're gonna get limited. And that's how we know. Okay, it's limited, as you see. Okay, safe is on. It automatically assigns to a switch, and safe is on, and there's 0. Okay, back, and we'll sit there, hear it chirping, everything. Now we have safe. Then we will switch it to, now it's steady red, meaning that we have AS3X. You don't really hear anything whatsoever, but it is an AS3X for these UMX planes, okay? But that's AS3X, that gives you full mobility and everything. So we'll check out the surfaces here. Okay, that's our aileron. We have our elevator, and then we have our rudder. Okay, so that's working. Everything's looking great. I'm loving it. Turn the throttle on. Make sure our throttle is down, and we come up. Whoa, this thing really rolls, doesn't it? So this is looking great. All right, so everything is set up. The next thing I want to do is show you on this plane is how to assign the switches for voice. Our rates, safety on, safety off, throttle cut on, throttle cut off. And I like to do assignments for those and hear voice when I sit there and switch them. So it is looking good. Okay, guys, what we're gonna do is we're gonna do some voice setups for the rates, the safety, and simply for the throttle on and throttle off. Okay, make sure your throttle is off, and you don't want to sit there and cut yourself, because I did that right here, and I had the throttle on, and that blade is really tough, and look at it, it cut me right there. So click on there, and then we come all the way down to audio events and switch changes. We go to switch changes, add a new vent. And what we're gonna do is click down to the first switch, and we click on inhibit. And we're gonna sit there and click on a switch, and that is where we find our safety. Safety is gonna be on A, and we're gonna click over there. And then you see the blue lights. The blue lights are showing, that is safety, okay? Blue is safety. And what I'm going to do is come down and look for safety switch on, safety switch on, safety switch on, and then we're looking for safety switch off.
Safety switch on. Safety switch off.
See the colors inside there? That is safety switch is off.
Safety switch on.
Blue on.
Safety switch off.
There you go. See that? Next thing is, and add a new vent, and we wanted to go to F, which is our high rates and low rates. 0, I always think high, up, high, fly high, is basically going to be high rates. So we're going to look for high rates. And we're going to scroll down here for high rates. There we go. And then low rates. Low rates. Simple. Next event, I want to do throttle cut on, throttle cut off. And simply this. I have it on H switch. H switch is this over here. And that's on and off.
Throttle cut off. Throttle cut on.
Very simple, and that's where it's set on there. That's throttle cut on and off. All right, we got the audio vents on here, And that is what we have to do for the UMX PITTS S-1S.
High rates. Low rates. Safety switch off. Safety switch on. Throttle cut off. Throttle cut on.
Absolutely wonderful. That's the complete setup for our pits. The only thing we have to do now is get it out, test it, fly it, adjust the trims. We have made to do some adjusting here and here, and that's it. Next, I'm going to give you a layout of my entire UMX fleet. Okay, this is our featured bird right here, our UMX PITTS. It's very nice, and I hope you enjoyed the entire setup. This is a Night Vapor. This is the E-Flight RADIAN glider. This is the Carbon Cub S2. Very nice. The UMX CITATION, and there is our UMX Timber with floats on. So this is my entire UMX fleet so far. I hope you enjoyed this, and they are looking great. Very nice birds. Very nice. Everything. Hope you enjoy this. And let me know what you think. And any questions about the pits? There it is, UMX PITTS. And there's its daddy up there. And we'll talk to you soon. See ya. Bye.